Hi folks, Andrew here. Hope you're all doing okay, keeping safe and well, and welcome to another episode of Monday Night with the Mentulls. On tonight's episode, I would like to talk to you about my musical influences. So when it comes to influences, obviously I have influences from every sort of musical background, you know, whether it be producers, songwriters, bass players, keyboard players, drummers, but guitar influences, you know, me being a guitar player first and foremost. There'll be some people that, if anyone who's followed us for a while will know, some of my main influences, I'm sure, probably being my hero and friend Martin Barr from Jethro Tull. He inspired me to play guitar in the first place. Also Andy Powell from Wishbone Ash. Also someone I've been lucky to get to know over the years and tour with. And also Mr. Steve Lukather from Toto, another big influence. Those are some people that I'm sure people who've followed us for a while will know that I'm influenced by those people and those players. But today I would like to talk to you about some of the people that you might not know I'm inspired by, some fantastic musicians. Just a little interlude here. I forgot to show you this guitar in my last episode when I was showing you my guitar collection. This is a Faith acoustic. I forgot what the model number is now, but fantastic acoustic guitar. Sounds great and really reasonably priced as well. First things first, the first guitar player I'd like to tell you about, by the way, I'm sitting with a guitar because it feels weird talking to you all without a guitar in my hands. Something that I think quite a lot of guitar players will also tell you. The first person I would like to tell you about is Steve Hackett. Steve Hackett, a lot of you will know, was in Genesis for the first few years from the classic 70s lineup. And Steve Hackett for me is such a unique player. You know it's him straight away. Also, you know, it's a bit like someone like Dave Gilmour, you know, who's another massive influence. You know it's them straight away. Steve Hackett's I always think is so melodic, you know, it's so melodic, but he doesn't often always sound like it's a guitar, you know. If you hear those early Genesis records, you could almost be a keyboard, you know, and he's got such a unique sense of notes, you know. Also his tone, so unique. And I had the chance to see him live about 4 years ago, and it was amazing. Of course, played all the Genesis stuff. It just struck me how unique he was. That, for me, that's such a good thing. You know, that's what I look for in inspiration. Someone that sounds like themselves, and you know, there's nobody else like them, and that's certainly the case for Steve Hackett. I'd like to say about his classical guitar playing. Amazing classical guitar player and acoustic guitar player too. I know there's a lot of 12-string, acoustic 12-string on those old Genesis records as well. But you know, amazing player, and such an influence, you know, in his approach, the way he approaches guitar playing and coming up with parts. A massive inspiration. So my recommended listening, if you guys want to go and check out some of Steve's guitar playing, if you haven't already heard it, would be the Genesis album Selling England by the Pound, classic album, you know, what can I say. Trick of the Tail by Genesis, another amazing Genesis album, and also Steve's solo album Spectral Mornings, which I think is a great kind of start to get into Steve's solo stuff. Some amazing melodies, amazing guitar playing, and amazing music. So my second guitar player that I would like to talk about is Neil Shawn from Journey, another massive influence of mine. For me, he's the perfect kind of balance of playing for the song as a guitar player, you know, in the studio or with a band, but he can also, you know, shred a solo, incredible virtuoso playing. Obviously, most known for his work with Journey, although he did start out with Santana when he was really, really young, and obviously founding member of Journey, really pivotal member of the band, you know, those incredible Journey records, highly successful and deservedly so, you know, incredible music. So my recommended listening for Neil's Shawn: Escape, Journey, classic album. I love that album. Huge inspirational album for me. Also Frontiers by Journey, another great album, and also Trial by Fire, which is another Journey album. Obviously Neil's got loads of great solo stuff out too, which you should check out, but for me those are the 3 Journey albums to check out. So the last guitar player that I would like to talk about today is a big one for me, massive influence, and that's Andy Latimer from the band Camel. Camel, you know, as I'm sure a lot of you'll know, progressive rock band, quite a lot of instrumental stuff, but also some vocal stuff as well. And Andy's guitar playing is very much at the heart of the band. I've got to say, seeing Camel live on both occasions that I've seen him live was incredible. Andy Latimer's guitar playing really did affect me. It was, you know, such emotion from his guitar playing. Again, it's the melodic sense. That's kind of me for as a guitar player, and as a musician in general. What matters to me most is being melodic, and also having feeling and emotion. And for me, Andy Latimer is all those things, you know. Incredible, and for me, such a criminally underrated guitar player. Probably one of the most underrated in my opinion. You know, can hold one note, and it's worth 100. You know, it's incredible guitar player. My recommended listening for Andy Latimer, 3 Camel albums, be the Snow Goose, which is probably Camel's best known album, all instrumental, great music, great guitar playing throughout. Also Moon Madness, which was the album after the Snow Goose. Lastly, Stationary Traveller album, which also features Paul Burgess on drums, who some of you know worked with me and Jamie on the Pipe Brothers project stuff. And of course all the other Camel albums, you know, there's some amazing stuff. As with all of these recommendations for all these guitar players, you know, go and check out all the albums. Those are just some of my favourites. Okay folks, thanks for watching tonight's episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below any of your favourite guitar players. I would love to hear some. See you next week for another instalment of Monday Night with the Mentulls. Stay safe. See you soon.